What if the thing that's giving you energy is also the thing that's keeping your nervous system under pressure? That is the question I've asked myself after tracking my food, my blood pressure, my sleep, headaches, and coffee intake for 2 weeks. From the 8th to the 21st, I looked closely at my logs, and one thing stood out. Coffee was not just a drink for me, it was a habit, it was comfort, it was warmth, and maybe, just maybe, it was also pushing my nervous system harder than I've realized. Welcome back to the channel. To my new viewers, welcome. My name is Graham, and this channel is about learning and transforming health, discipline, faith, carnivore, and daily healing. We are sitting at around 1050 subscribers, and I really appreciate everyone walking this journey with me. This video is not about perfection, it's about tracking honestly, learning from the body, correcting quickly, and trying to feel better daily. Just a quick reminder here, I am on medication for hypertension. That is why I take blood pressure readings and track them often. This is not medical advice, this is my personal journey and my own data. If you are dealing with blood pressure, headaches, medication or health issues, please work with your doctor or healthcare professional. I have been reading and learning from the book Caffeine Blues by Stephen Cherniske. One idea stood out for me. Caffeine can feel like energy, but it may also be borrowing from the body. That made me think about last year when I struggled with my nervous system, adrenal stress, blood pressure, and not feeling myself. Now, I cannot say caffeine was the only cause, but I am asking, could coffee and caffeine have been one of the things pushing my body too hard? That is why I decided to test reducing coffee. Not to be extreme, but because I want to feel better daily. My last recorded coffee was on the 9th of June. By the 21st of June, I was around day 12 of coffee. That is a big victory for me. But I also learned something important. You cannot just remove coffee and leave a gap, especially in this cold weather of us. Because the body still needs that warmth, and the hand still wants a warm cup. The mind still wants that comfort. So I had to replace coffee with better warm drinks. Instead of coffee, I started using rooibos tea, green rooibos tea, cameline tea, rooibos with a little bit of milk, and then warm milk with a rooibos tea bag in it. That helped a lot, because I realized coffee was not only about caffeine, it was about the ritual, the warmth, the comfort. So my tip is this: do not only remove the bad habit or habit, replace the habit. For me, rooibos became my main coffee replacement. Over these 2 weeks, I've also tracked my blood pressure, my weight, my food, my sleep, my headaches, my mood, my energy, my fasting window, my medication, my supplements, obviously toilet runs, and coffee and caffeine. And what I've learned is simple. If you do not track, you guess. But when you track, patterns start to show up. So here's one of the patterns. During the cleaner days, my blood pressure looked more stable. The best pattern seemed to come when I had no coffee, no bread, no sweet drinks, protein first, rooibos instead of caffeine, and some of my readings were very, very, very encouraging. But I also learned that blood pressure is not only about this one thing. It can be affected by sleep, stress, food, caffeine, sinus, salt, medication, and the nervous system. So I'm learning to look at the full picture and not just that one number. One concern during these 2 weeks was headaches. Headaches appeared a few times, sometimes mild and sometimes very strong. I also noticed some head heaviness and slight needle-like pain. That concerned me. because it reminded me of last year, but my BP was not spiking badly at the same time, so I cannot just blame blood pressure. It could be the caffeine withdrawal, maybe. It could be sinus, or it could be sleep. It could be hydration, and it could be also constipation. It could also be stress. It could be a combination of all of them. So my lesson is this: do not ignore the symptoms. Track them. And if they keep coming back, be wise and check it properly. For the first week, food was not perfect. I had some comfort food, and yeah, there was bread, there was a bit of pizza, there was custard, there was biscuits, there was cake, there was some carrot tea, and there was some Milo. But the victory was in the second week. I corrected. I came back to eggs, to steak, to chicken, to beef, to biltong, to snoek, to fish fry, to ribeye, to rumsteaks, to rooibos, and cameline tea. This is my big lesson. One bad meal does not need to become a bad week. Correct the next meal. The best pattern for me was protein first, warm drink, clean, no coffee, no bread, no sweet drinks, no comfort late eating, and fasting around 12 to 14 hours. That fasting window felt better for me and for my body right now. I'm not chasing long fasting. I'm chasing stability. Healing first. Fat loss second. I still need to work on headaches, the tracking of it, sinus congestion, sleep timing, night toilet runs, constipation, processed salty meats, evening comfort eating, not replacing coffee with too much milk. So the journey is not yet finished, but the direction is currently better. Here are my tips from these 2 weeks. To track honestly, do not guess what your body is doing. If you remove coffee, replace it with a warm drink. Protein first helps control the day. Do not chase long fasting if the body is stressed. Watch your sleep. Track headaches properly. Correct quickly after comfort eating. Blood pressure must be tracked with context. Healing is not perfection. Healing is correction. To my viewers, your journey does not need to look perfect. It must be honest. If you fall, track it. If you drift, correct it. If your body gives symptoms, listen. And if something is not helping you feel better daily, ask better questions. For me right now, that question is, can I feel better daily by reducing coffee and caffeine? That is what I'm testing. So, this is my 2-week update. I am off coffee. I'm tracking caffeine, and I'm watching my blood pressure. I'm watching headaches, and I'm replacing coffee with warm drinks. And I'm learning that the body speaks when we are willing to listen. I'm not chasing perfection, I'm chasing awareness, correction, and feeling better daily. If you like this content, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Walk with me as we learn and transform together. This journey is not about hiding the struggle. It's about learning from it. Feeling better daily. #.